I ain't gonna lie. This hurt my heart. It hurt my feelings. It hurt everything about the NBA season. It's disappointing to the Spurs because they just got done making a big trade for getting De'Aaron Fox in to match with Victor Wembanyama. And now with Victor Wembanyama having a serious injury, ladies and gentlemen, Victor Wembanyama has a blood clot caused in his shoulder. And honestly, I think the cause is honestly from him being too tall and too athletic, and not enough blood is running through that body, and it's all clogged up. And now he is out for the remaining of the year. Victor Wembanyama is the best prospect ever to come in the NBA, and he's going to be the best player the Spurs have ever had. I do think he's going to surpass Tim Duncan. Any of you Tim Duncan fans for San Antonio that don't think he's going to surpass him, you're crazy. But don't get it twisted. I'm not disrespecting Tim Duncan because I understand he is one of the best power forwards in the game and one of the top 10 best players to ever play, probably top 15 now at this rate, but still one of the best. So I'm not disrespecting Tim. I'm just saying Victor Wembanyama is the future and will have a statue and will be everything that Tim was in San Antonio as well. But as far as this season, do you guys feel as the San Antonio Spurs should tank the rest of the season? Or do you think that they should give up the rest of the season? Me personally, at this point, without Victor, you're nothing. You go back to square one. It's just the De'Aaron Fox show. And you have a whole bunch of other young players around here besides the old Chris Paul, who was supposed to be there and help in getting Victor. You feel me? Victor is the main piece here. He's the main focus here. Without Victor, you're really back to just rebuilding, the rebuilding process, because the Spurs was in position to be in the play-in and make a splash or something, or make it harder for teams in the play-in at least, especially with the De'Aaron Fox ad. So this really does hurt me personally because I do think that Victor was going to win Defensive Player of the Year. For everybody that has Defensive Player of the Year, Victor Wembanyama to win the award, I feel bad for you and I'm going to pray for you. And I truly, truly know that your ticket is gone. And that was such a lock for a lot of people. Think about how many people had Victor Wembanyama Defensive Player of the Year on their parlays, and it was supposed to be an automatic lock. Hell, it's been a lock all year. Even when he called it out last year, when Rudy Gobert won it again, when he was not supposed to win it again. But he called it out last year. He said, Rudy, enjoy this Defensive Player of the Year because I'm going to win the next 10. And he was in clear position to do that. So this is a huge blow to Victor's career, to people's parlays and their plays, to the NBA, to the San Antonio Spurs, to the fans of the San Antonio Spurs, to the Victor fans, period. You know, because Victor's from France, so, you know, he brings a European fan group to the game as well. And I think with how big Victor was, that they brought 2 games to his hometown in France and played 2 games back-to-back there in France. That's how big Victor Wembanyama is to the NBA, and he is the new centerpiece into being the face of the NBA. A lot of people think that the face of the NBA should be Anthony Edwards, and as he should be coming to being the face of the NBA, or Luka Doncic, who is in his prime right now, he should be the face of the NBA, or Jason Tatum. I do want to know and ask, who do you guys think is the face of the NBA right now, who should be the face of the NBA in the next 5 years, and who's going to be the face of the NBA for the next 10? Because as of right now, they still say and talk about how LeBron is the face of the NBA. I think he's the face, but he's not the best player. And even he, to me personally, is looking to get rid of having that face of the NBA on him. And Victor, with this 3rd year, was dominating everybody. You could see it coming over from the World Cup over in the Olympics. He told everybody, be scared and make sure the whole world knows that he's coming. And he is here, and he is everything that we expected him to be. It's just a shame because I think that it was even in the running for an MVP. Now, the thing with the MVP is why he was not going to win MVP, and the only way Victor will win MVP is if Victor wins. You have to win. And I think with De'Aaron Fox being there, Stephen Castle being there, and them gathering more pieces, they are going to win, and they are going to be a winning ball club in the future for sure. As far as this season, I do want to know, what do you guys project the Spurs to be now? Will De'Aaron Fox turn out to be a superstar now in San Antonio, now that the focus is more so all on him? When Victor comes back next year, what do you think he's going to be? I'm telling you guys right now, in 2025, book Victor for MVP next year and book Victor for Defensive Player of the Year next year. And hell, if they let you, book him for Comeback Player of the Year next year if they let you. Because next year, he is going to dominate and run the entire NBA. You can guarantee it. Mark my words. Mark my words right now. Victor Wembanyama is going to spend this entire time just meditating and getting better because he's going to first focus on an injury. And you got to think about all this time, you're mentally going through injury, going through surgery, going through time off. I know what it feel like to have time off and go through an injury and be missing so many weeks and so many months and just missing because of your injury. Throughout that time, you're mentally, you so thirsty to get back on there and get back on the hunt to where you're supposed to be and how good you're supposed to be. In his position, he's going to be, it's not like an injury to where it's like he hurt his ankle or his foot or his hand or his something like that to where he's not going to still be able to jump, shoot, do everything that he was doing amazingly. He has a blood clot in his shoulder. So that is something that is going to keep him out for the remainder of the year. He will be back next year and I can guarantee he's going to be better than ever. And his training is going to be better than ever once he is healed. I honestly think that Victor Wembanyama is a generational player as he became the best prospect ever. I still want to give LeBron his props because he was the first player coming out of high school with all the hype at 15 and all the expectations in the world. So I understand why he was the best prospect ever and why he's been the face in the NBA for so long and everything that he's done. But with Victor coming in, we've never seen nothing like this before. Not at this height, not at this skill, not at this position. It's never been this good. And the thing with Victor is he's so young. He's so young and so talented, so developed. I project Victor's going to have like a Derrick Rose type year next year when he comes and he just dominates the whole NBA, takes it by storm, and wins MVP his first year. It's going to be his first MVP, but it's going to be his fourth year, I believe, because it's going to be his fourth year in the league. So he won't be the youngest MVP to do it. Derrick still will have that title. But what Victor will be is he's going to win MVP and then he's going to win it back-to-back. I think he has a chance to three-peat it. I do think he's going to be the first person to three-peat it since Larry Bird did it. Nikola Jokic was supposed to be the first person to three-peat it, but I feel like they gave Joel Embiid here MVP trophy because he was crying it back and forth. For some reason, that's how I feel. But in Victor Wembanyama's case, it's undeniable. It's too obvious to why he should get the award or get these awards or be as great as he's going to be because he's already showing that you can't stop his shot. He can block all of yours. He can dictate a game. He can dictate the entire team. He can dictate your team, and he can still be and shoot from long distance like he's a guard, mid-range, turn around, back you down, dunk on you. It's just too much. And that's why I think that this injury is not going to slow down Victor at all. He's going to come back better than ever. Book him for MVP. Book him for Defensive Player of the Year. You heard it here first. Get well soon, Wemby, because I am pissed that you are gone. If you are new here, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. If you are returning, thank you for watching. I'll be back soon.